It is our goal today to simplify things in the world of health and wellness by giving you information that will help you make wise choices. Ultimately, we hope that you will see the value in supplementation. No matter what, you will learn things about food you may not have known before, things that we believe make supplementation critical. According to the former chair of the RDA, the RDAs are not recommendations for the ideal diet. The term recommended allowance is used to avoid any implication of optimal requirements. Understand that the government's language can be a little bit confusing, so let's explain. Those guidelines are only to help prevent things like scurvy, rickets, and beriberi. They were never meant to make us optimally healthy. And food labels may not be as accurate as you think they are. Food labels are allowed to be up to 20% off what is in the package. This makes us wonder, can they really be that far off? ABCnews.com did a study and found out. In 2008, they pulled 12 different foods off the shelf and found that all 12 were more than 20% off by at least one nutrient. 3 that were over 20% were Ritz crackers, which had 36% more sodium, Wonder Bread, which had 70% more total fat, and David's sunflower seeds, which had 23% more saturated fat. More research was done to see if things have gotten better since that study in 2008. Unfortunately, they have not. Labeling is a problem in other areas too. In 2015, the Food and Drug Administration found that the majority of herbal supplements at Target, Walmart, Walgreens, and GNC were found to contain a strange array of fraudulent and in some cases hazardous ingredients. Some were completely lacking in any of the ingredients listed on the label. The FDA does require manufacturers and retailers to correctly label all ingredients. However, these were all clearly in violation. This is why it is so important to only purchase your supplements from companies that are specialists in health and wellness with high standards in quality control. In January of 2013, Good Morning America ran a story where now they say companies are committing food fraud. For example, you may be looking at paprika. When looking at that spice, you want a bright red color, so you pick the best looking one. It turns out that paprika may have artificial chemical dyes that are not on the label to make it look like the best choice. And that's not all. They found out that much of the extra virgin olive oil tested wasn't really extra virgin olive oil. There might have been a little olive oil in there, but many of these were found to be largely canola oil. Even the way we farm is much different than it used to be. This is a modern-day commercial farm. As you can see, they are not out in the pasture grazing on grass. What do all those cattle eat? Now, most people are aware that unless it says grass-fed, it probably isn't. What most people think is that those cattle are fed a diet of grain, the grain normally being soy or corn. That is not a healthy situation, as we know how soy and corn crops are grown. But that is only part of what the cattle are eating. To understand the whole truth, you need to understand the great circle of food. What they do is they get the cow, take off all the prime cuts and sell those to the market. All the leftover scraps have to be used for economic efficiency. Now, what can be done with the leftover scraps and the bone meal? Well, that can be ground all together and then fed to our chickens. Chickens eating cow and bone, certainly not the way it was meant to be. Now, those chickens are going to have a lot of waste and excrement. That isn't disposed of either. That gets recycled and reused, or it's made into a really cheap food-like substance. This mixture of chicken manure, sometimes dead chickens, feathers, and spilled feed is rendered into a uniform substance that is then called chicken litter. What is done with this chicken litter, or poultry litter as it's known in the industry? It is mixed with grain and fed right back to our cattle. So now, we eat cattle that are eating chicken litter, manure, and possibly dead chicken parts, what they were never meant to eat. And don't forget, those chickens were first fed cow and cow bone meal. If you think what our animals eat is disgusting, think about what we eat. Does this look familiar to you? If not, don't worry. We'll just turn that into this. You've probably seen this before. It just doesn't look like this picture. It looks more like this. Yes, a chicken nugget. Now, not all chicken nuggets are this pink slimy chemical mixture. No, this is mechanically separated chicken. You also may have had mechanically separated pork or mechanically separated beef, or all three of them mixed together in what is commonly known as a hot dog. What is actually done is to take off all the prime cuts and sell those. Then take the actual carcass and scrape everything off, put it in a centrifuge and spin the meat right off the bone. They mix all that together into this, and then spray it with ammonia to deal with the E. coli and salmonella count, which tends to go up when you process meat in this way. That mixture is then breaded, fried, and served to us as chicken patties or chicken nuggets or hot dogs or pre-formed little hamburger patties. Remember, you're looking for the key words on the label, mechanically separated. They do spray it with ammonia for the E. coli, but not to worry. They then add artificial chicken flavoring, or if you're lucky, natural chicken flavoring to make it actually taste like chicken again. Keep in mind, though, there is very little that is natural about this natural chicken flavoring. Some people may say, well, I don't eat a lot of meat in general. I turn more towards vegetables and other products. Many of us eat a diet that is made up mainly of corn. If we look at ingredient labels, we will see corn in almost everything. This shows nutritional comparison of cornmeal from an heirloom variety to a more conventional cornmeal variety today. You can see the protein content has gone down. The fiber has gone down tremendously, along with many of the vitamins and minerals. As we saw earlier, over the last 50 years, the amount of protein, calcium, phosphorus, iron, riboflavin, and vitamin C in conventionally grown foods and vegetables has declined. Even wheat has about half the protein it used to have. This is why you may want to look into a good, high-quality multivitamin. Without nutrients, there are a lot of things in your body that just don't go right. Not only does a good multivitamin help support the immune system and cardiovascular function, it does something that's pretty critical. It helps turn your food into energy. Another thing that we know is that a lot of people tend to overeat. And that is for a pretty good reason. If you're eating and eating but not getting any nutrients, your brain may never say stop until your stomach is so full that it just can't take any more. At that point, it sends the signal to the brain that says, I'm full, you need to stop eating. The brain stops. But a half hour, an hour later, you're hungry again. You may wonder, how is that possible? How can I eat till I'm stuffed and then be hungry again a half hour later? That's because if your body does not have the nutrients it needs, it is going to keep sending the signal to continue to eat. Furthermore, if you take certain prescription or over-the-counter drugs, they may gobble up vitamins. Just something as simple as an antacid might affect your B vitamins, calcium, iron, and zinc levels. Therefore, it's even more important if you take over-the-counter medications or prescription medications to get certain micronutrients into your body. An antioxidant is something we hear about in the news and read about all the time, and for good reason. Antioxidants help fight off something called free radical damage. Our body can handle a little bit of free radical damage, but if we get excessive amounts of this, it can lead to or further certain disease states that we see on the screen here. Now, while we look over this list, keep in mind that it's not comprehensive. There are actually over 200 different disease states that have a connection to free radical damage. This is why we hear about antioxidants so often in mainstream media. We may wonder, how does an antioxidant help with the eyes, the immune system, joints, skin, our blood vessels, and cardiovascular health? How can one group do so much? That's because when we get a good antioxidant into the body, or a complementary group of antioxidants, they will help slow down the free radical damage that are cofactors to these disease states. We tend to eat a diet that causes a lot of inflammation. Looking at the screen now, on the right-hand side, we see what makes up most of our diet. A lot of fast food, fried food, meat, oils, processed foods, and foods loaded with sugar. Now look at foods that eliminate inflammation, like nuts, avocado, spinach, and most of our vegetables, preferably in raw or lightly steamed state. Many of us don't eat a lot of those foods. So while we are eating a diet that causes inflammation, we may be fueling disease states that are causing further inflammation. B vitamins are important because according to the Doctor's Complete Guide to Vitamins and Minerals, a B vitamin deficiency may show up with things like bloating and gas. Broccoli and eggs can create gas for some people, that's normal. However, if no matter what we eat, we just feel bloated, we could have a B vitamin deficiency. Spotty hair loss, lower back pain, numbness in the lower extremities and the hands, heartburn, constipation and diarrhea, headaches, possibly migraines, a sore throat, sores inside the mouth, anger management problems, mood swings, depression, fatigue, insomnia, neural impulse problems, certainly having an eye just start to twitch, or when we are going to sleep at night and our fingers start to twitch. All of these things could just be signs of B vitamin deficiency. This makes sense once we realize what B vitamins can do. You see, B vitamins are critically important for the metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins into energy. Furthermore, they're important for red blood cell formation. They help with tissue repair and are also critically important for nervous function. So if we are missing this classification of vitamins, we can add to any number of things that can go wrong in our bodies. Lastly, we will talk about calcium. Now, when it comes to calcium, most people realize that we have to have calcium for strong bones. What they don't realize is that bone is pretty active in the body. What this means is that it is a metabolically active tissue. Our bones are actually being built and broken down constantly. They are not just stagnant. If our dietary calcium levels get too low, we can actually pull calcium from the bones in order to keep the blood levels what they need to be. Because of this, it's very important that we get adequate levels of calcium from our diet. And it's very difficult to get enough through our foods, as we talked about earlier. However, a lot of people don't realize that calcium is also critically important for muscle function. You see, when a muscle cell receives a signal from nerves telling it to fire, the cell responds by allowing a flood of calcium into that cell. If our calcium levels are abnormal, either too high or too low, the process can be interrupted, and that can lead to muscle spasms. This may be part of the reason why so many people that supplement with calcium notice that their muscles feel better at night when they lie down, and that they do not cramp as often. Furthermore, calcium is critically important for our nerves. The regulation of the balance of calcium inside and outside the nerve cell is involved in helping control the flow of sodium in and out. This sodium flow is how nerves conduct signals to and from the brain. So if you have subpar levels of calcium, your nerves will not properly transmit their signals. As we now know, our pathway to wellness begins with a healthy digestive system. Digestive enzymes are special catalytic proteins that help your body break down food so your body can utilize the complete spectrum of nutrients from the food you eat. Isotonix digestive enzyme formula helps replenish these essential enzymes and good bacteria necessary for maximum absorption of nutrients. It also supports a healthy digestive tract and helps maintain healthy cholesterol levels. Isotonix digestive enzyme formula with probiotics promotes better digestion by providing enzymes and good bacteria to promote nutrient absorption from foods. It helps to ease occasional stomach upset and supports healthy immune functions. Most people know about the benefits of aloe vera for use on the skin. But did you know that aloe vera juice, when ingested, has a multitude of benefits of its own? For years, aloe vera has been used as a home remedy to treat illness associated with the natural digestive process. Studies have shown that aloe, when consumed orally, impacts a wealth of healthy benefits, including supporting the immune system. Market America's Ultimate Aloe Juice is a rejuvenating tonic made from 100% aloe vera and 50% aloe concentrated powder. It contains more than 200 nutrients, including enzymes, vitamins, all of the 9 essential amino acids, triglycerides, and 13 of the 17 essential minerals needed for good nutrition. This aloe vera juice is referred to as 150%, which means it's delivered in a concentrated form. This provides 50% more active ingredients. Ultimate Aloe uses only certified whole-leaf aloe vera concentrate using a unique patent-pending process. This method carefully removes the unnecessary parts of the leaf while still maintaining high levels of modified aloe polysaccharides, which have been shown to contribute to many health benefits. The aloe content and purity of this product has been certified by the International Aloe Science Council.
We are all taught that healthy eating and healthy living is simple, right? All you have to do is eat more of the good stuff and less of the bad. But what if the good stuff isn't as good as we think it is? What if the very labels we read and base our purchasing decisions on are not giving us the information we really need? Today's food labels are based on the Recommended Daily Allowance, or RDA for short. RDAs are not meant to provide you with the amount of a nutrient you need to be healthy, but only the minimum amount you need to prevent a deficiency or disease. So even if you eat 100% of the RDA of every single nutrient, there is no guarantee that it will keep you healthy. Keep in mind, there is not a one-size-fits-all formula to your nutritional needs. Individual lifestyle factors including stress, exercise, smoking, dietary choices, medications, sleep, age, and sun exposure can significantly impact your need for particular nutrients. Perhaps this is why so many doctors, nutritionists, and health experts recommend daily supplementation with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and more. Even foods without labels like fruits and vegetables aren't as nutritious as we expect them to be. Scientists have compared the nutritional levels of today's fruits and vegetables with those from 40 years ago and found that today's produce contains up to 59% less nutrients such as iron, zinc, protein, calcium, and vitamin C. This is another reason why so many people are turning to nutritional supplementation. But it's important to realize that not all supplements are created equal. Did you know that many of the most popular vitamins and minerals sold on store shelves today contain artificial binders, fillers, and coatings that make it difficult, sometimes even impossible, for your body to break down the nutrients so you can use them? The Isotonix Daily Essentials Kit provides the nutrients you need using our unique, clinically proven Isotonix delivery system. The Isotonix delivery system provides superior absorption by rapidly delivering the nutrients in liquid form, free from binders and fillers, allowing them to be utilized quickly and completely. The Isotonix Daily Essentials Kit includes our 4 Cornerstone products: Isotonix Multivitamin, Calcium Plus, Activated B-Complex, and OPC3. Isotonix Multivitamin delivers more than 20 essential nutrients to help meet your basic nutritional needs and to offset the decline of nutrients in our food. Isotonix Calcium Plus, a blend of 5 different forms of calcium, as well as zinc, magnesium, vitamin D, and boron, to ensure you have all the essential cofactors to maximize absorption. Most people are aware that calcium is good for the bones, but did you know it's also essential for heart health, hormone production, nerve conduction, healthy teeth, muscle function, and much more? Isotonix Activated B-Complex provides energy and boosts metabolism. The activated forms of select B vitamins mean that they are immediately ready for use by the body, helping to break down carbohydrates, fats, and proteins into energy to power our body. B vitamins also support immune health, red blood cell formation, decrease stress, and improve mood, along with promoting normal cognitive performance and nerve function. B vitamins are water-soluble, and therefore must be replenished daily. They are naturally depleted by lifestyle factors including alcohol consumption, certain prescription medications, stress, and many processed foods. Finally, in our Isotonix Daily Essentials Kit, we have a powerful, clinically studied antioxidant formula known as Isotonix OPC3. OPC3 contains one of the most extensively studied natural ingredients, pycnogenol, as well as grapeseed and grape skin extracts, bilberry, and other bioflavonoids, and works through its synergistic ingredient combination to combat free radicals. Not only are we constantly exposed to free radicals through the air we breathe and the food we eat, they are also naturally generated within our own bodies as a byproduct of metabolism. In addition to its role as a powerful free radical scavenger, Isotonix OPC3 demonstrates anti-inflammatory activity and promotes heart health, skin health, joint health, optimal blood sugar, and immunity. The Isotonix Daily Essentials Kit comes with 90 servings of Isotonix Calcium Plus, Activated B Complex, Multivitamin, and OPC3.
Well, the reason why I'm taking the Isotonic product is because I had a 17-year MBA career, and from that I have a lot of joint problems. I know that I'm aging, and I've tried a lot of products, and I've found that the Isotonic product, especially OPC3, has done a tremendous job for me.
Fortunately, the multivitamin, OPC3, Advanced B Complex, and Calcium Plus are available in the Daily Essentials Kit in isotonic form. This kit is at a discount right now. Please keep in mind that if you took 1 cap per day of each of these, that would be a 90-day supply. That means for the entire kit, you're looking at less than $2 a day for your health. That's less than what a lot of people spend on their coffee habit or their soda habit, less than a cigarette habit would be, and it's even less than the price most of us pay for cable TV. We find it ironic that people will spend money on vitamin waters or energy drinks when those normally run between $1 to $3 per can, and they will drink 2, 3, or 4 of these per day every day. In the meantime, they normally don't notice any long-term energy, and the vitamins in those are not in the optimal state for absorption. How about $1.67 per day instead, to get the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that your body needs, and you can feel the difference every day. If you're interested in getting the products even cheaper, you can. Setting up an auto ship will save you an additional 5%, and you can set up that auto ship to every 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. Not only do you get to lock in the price with a major discount over the original price, you get another 5% off as well. If you're interested in saving even more money, you can look into having your own Shop.com internet franchise, also known as the unfranchise. With this unique business, you get paid to shop online, where you already shop from stores that you know and love. You can share information like you learned today with your friends and family in order to help them get healthier, and you can help create your own financial future. The last thing to do is to choose which kit is right for you. Today we covered the Daily Essentials Kit. There is also a Digestive Health Kit and an Energy Booster Kit. You can also begin with our Fast Start Kit. The Fast Start Kit will allow you to buy all the products you learned about today at wholesale cost rather than at retail, and all your reorders will of course be at wholesale cost as well. You can then get together with friends and family, play this video, and possibly change their lives forever, along with supplementing your income. Thanks so much for your time, and we wish you the best in health,